Hi, I'm Phyllis and my website is southernfrugal.com. Today we're going to fix some Walmart steaks, and I'm going to entitle this Frugal Steaks because we had steaks from Walmart. I think it's probably been 2 years ago now, and they were tough. They were very tough. So this time we have gotten more steaks from Walmart. We're going to give them a second chance, okay? And we tried these about 2 weeks ago, and the best steak we've ever tasted. And we have been out to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in San Antonio and Charlotte, North Carolina, everywhere. And the steaks were better. So this is a New York strip steak. There are two of them here. Let me show you what they look like. I'll show you what I'm going to do with them. All right, so here they are. They're 1 inch thick. They're New York strips. And of course, we've got one that's a little bit larger than the other, which works for us because Mr. Bucky gets the bigger one, of course. And so what we're going to do is put some tenderizer on them. Now, this is Adolph's tenderizer, and there's no seasoning or anything like that in it, because the steaks we had about 2 weeks ago, we didn't put any kind of seasoning on them other than putting the tenderizer on them, and they were absolutely out of this world delicious. So because the steaks are 1 inch thick, it says to moisten them and then put the tenderizer on and let them sit for about 30 minutes. So what we did before was take the steaks. Those that we made before were also 1 inch thick, and they were New York strip. Cut this out of here real quick. I'm just going to fold that back. So the steaks were $15.25 for two. They are 1 inch thick, and the weight is 1.5 pounds. So now what I'm going to do is just moisten the top just a little bit. Hold on, let me get my gloves on. Hold on. I'm just going to use one glove. Hopefully we can make this with one. So what I'm going to do, which is the same thing we did last time, is put the tenderizer on one side, let it sit for 30 minutes, and then put it on the other side and let it sit for maybe another 30 minutes. I can't get this glove on because my hand is wet. There we go. All right, so we put a little moisture on the steak, and now we're going to put this on. Now when you use this kind of tenderizer, do not add any salt because this is very salty and you don't want to add any additional. So I'm just going to sprinkle that on every part of the steak. All right, and then we're going to take our fork and just do a lot of poking holes in it. And of course the holes will come back together once it heats up. That's no problem. But you want that tenderizer to get down in there. Even that little part right there will be tender after this. And even though they're pretty well marbled, I'm just never taking a chance on a steak like this again. I mean, they were more tender than anything you could get in a restaurant. And of course, paying $15 for two steaks that you grill yourself, adding baked potato salad and I don't know, maybe something else, is a lot cheaper than going out to eat. Now I'm just going to mash that down like that. Let that tenderizer get all in there. And then I'm just going to cover them right back up and let them sit right here on the counter. Now, of course, once you're grilling steaks, you want them really at room temperature rather than, you know, cold like from the refrigerator. That works better. All right, y'all. 30 minutes, we'll be back. All right, it's been about 25 minutes. We're going to go ahead and turn these steaks over and put some more tenderizer on them. Yeah, so if we went out and got steaks like this in a restaurant, I can guarantee you before we got through paying for the meal, it would have been over $50. How do I know that? Because we've done that before. And we just finally said we refuse to pay that much going out to eat just to get a steak. All right, so now I forgot to wet them, so we'll have to kind of do that after we get them poked. Mr. Bucky's out on the front porch trying to get a board off that is a facing board on the top step. So if you hear banging, that's what it is. I'm going to go out and help him too in a minute. I've got 2 pry bars, and the nails that hold that board in are shank nails, and they are very hard to get out. All right, let's just sprinkle a little water on that. And we're going to let these sit for another 30 minutes. Now that's not what the directions say. And y'all hear that other sound is thunder. So even in the rain, he's going to be cooking these on the grill in about 30 more minutes. All right, y'all, we'll be back. Maybe we'll show you, if it's not raining too hard, him cooking these on the grill. We'll be back. All right, the steaks have been marinating, we'll just call it, with the tenderizer, 30 minutes on each side. And I'm going to put them on the plate now. Well, first of all, I'm going to dry them off a little bit. Mr. Bucky's still working on that board out there. All right, let's see if we can dry this side off a little bit too. And I'm going to put some oil on them now. We'll just use the light tasting olive oil. Yeah, we found out that board we're trying to get off is heart pine, and the nails are shank nails, and we are having a hard time getting those nails out. They won't go out and they won't come in. So Mr. Bucky's saying we're probably going to have to cut them off. Anyway, I'm about done out there. He's a lot stronger than I am, and I can't pull any nail out, even no matter how hard I try. So anyway, all right, we got to get him out there to the grill, get it cut on, and we're going to get this meal going. We'll be back.
That later.
All right, so here's what Mr. Bucky's working on, this board. This is all heart pine. You know what? I've got the steaks ready to put on the grill. Are you ready to cut it on? Huh? Yeah, well, you're going to have to cook them too, because you know I can't cook them. All right. Anyway, so this wood is heart pine, and those nails, neither one of us can get them out, so we're going to have to nail them in if we can. Yeah, we got a new board we're going to put there, because this board will never hold paint. After about a year, it all starts peeling off like that. Yeah, so he's trying to get it level in there so we can put the other board in. All right, you going to come on and cook the steaks?
Yep.
Well, you want to look at the camera? They got to know it's you. All right. You going to come in, right, and go cook the steaks? All right.
That'll be fine.
We'll see y'all in a little while. All right, here are the steaks. Mr. Bucky's getting ready to take a bite. Did it cut tender?
Yep.
All right.
It did.
All right. You gonna eat that fat too?
Yeah.
Are they tender?
Oh yeah.
Oh
And
man.
they're very good.
Yeah, I can't wait. So we got a salad here, and that's baby arugula, spinach, and something else. And I used Italian dressing. He's got his baked potato with butter and sour cream. And I just use a little butter on mine. There's my steak. And there's my salad. Of course, we've got our iced tea and garlic toast. You gonna take another bite?
I'm ready.
All right, let's see then. Oh, he's gonna eat the fat again. What do you think? That one good too? Is it super tender? All right, I'm gonna try mine, y'all. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna take a bite of my steak. He's already had about 3 bites. It's a big bite. Perfectly cooked. It is really, really good. Beyond good. Really super good. And super tender. And remember when, when you use the tenderizer, make sure you don't use any salt or anything in it that's got salt in it, because the tenderizer is salty. So you just put it on like salt and then prick it and make sure it's a little damp on top. I finished chewing. We'll see y'all next time. You want to say bye-bye? Have you got your napkin? See, he's not taking any time for anything other than eating his steak. All right, we will see y'all next time. Bye for now.